Hey guys, Mystic Fairy King here. Welcome back to the channel. And now, today we are going to continue on our adventure in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And we are going to be doing the Turtle Rock. Now, let's get into that. We got ourselves a devil guy. We're gonna head right here. Gonna head up here. Gonna face this Hinox. One trick that I learned is that you can actually use the boomerang, which actually does a lot more damage than just swinging your sword. And you can actually do, and you know, as you saw, it helps to beat him a lot faster. So now there's that. Now in this dungeon, we have this little thing called, I guess some people called it a rob, or it kind of like is a remnants of like the character Rob. But it kind of like makes as like proves as a puzzle for like filling in the floor gaps, and it's gonna be relevant throughout this entire dungeon. So no, open. 50 rupees. I just keep failing. Now we're gonna go through here and face another familiar mini boss. And there we go. Now in this dungeon, there's a lot of what a lot of people would consider to be the mini bosses in previous dungeons are now going to be basically just regular, not regular encounters, but like they're still kind of mini bosses, but they're not the mini boss of this dungeon. But we're gonna head down here. Get ourselves our compass. Huzzah, huzzah. Now, this dungeon is probably, I would have to say this is probably one of the, I mean, it is like the biggest dungeon in this game, so. What? How?
You got bamboozled.
Okay, I guess my game just decided that it was gonna glitch out for a second, and I just fell through the floor. But whatever. But on that note, we're actually finally going to head over here, up here, into this big lava room. Well, we're not going to be here for long, but we will be coming through here quite frequently, as it is a main access point for getting through for the rest of the dungeon. Ah! Busted. Yeah! Woohoo! And here's our dungeon map. Now, like I said before, it's definitely one of the biggest maps, or one of the biggest dungeons in this game, if not the biggest. There's clearly a lot to do. But now we go into here. There isn't very much that we can do in this room, so we're just gonna head down these stairs here. We're gonna try to avoid these fireball boys. Whew. That was a close one. Yeah! Stone big. Alright. And here we go, another another little mini boss. Ah. I like the little flapping noise he makes. It's kind of funny. Alright, now before we even start this puzzle in this room, we're gonna lay down a bomb. Fuck. Oh well, mistakes were made. Gosh darn it. Try not to get super super angry, although it is kind of starting to piss me off that this thing is not responding how it's supposed to respond. There we go. And with a good amount of my sanity still intact. Now we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna bomb this wall here. And go on through. We're actually gonna come down here, because we actually couldn't go any further in where we were. Okay. So in this room we basically have to just kind of break a bunch of pots. But in the process you know, get those guys out of the way. We're gonna head back into this main room where our devil friend is. And this time we're actually going to head to, I do believe, up here. And go to the right. Giving us more access to the dungeon. I believe so. We're actually, and now we're gonna go head through this one-way door. Kill all those little choo-choos or slimes, whatever they like to call them. And bomb this. Yes, okay. So in this room, we can actually... Oh. That was probably not the best idea. Okay, so we're gonna avoid these guys for now. But we're gonna move on for that. Found some Tracy's medicine, which we already have. Sorry about that. Some supplies. We're actually gonna head up here now. Ooh. Got fun now. I know Link doesn't have. I know Link doesn't is very tall, but he at least has some kind, or at least has some form of some kind of hops. I do believe we come back through here now. Yes. Because now, I do believe we can now finally unlock that door over there. Oh, yes. Nah. Me. Well, it probably would have helped if I could see past my face, but fortunately that's not the case at the moment. But with that, we're going to place down 2 bombs. Ah! Okay. Nope, we don't need that area. Okay. So actually, we're gonna come up this thing and shoot this statue in the eye. Yeah! Ah, my eye! Ah, ah! Oh, right. So now, I do believe we head this way. Haha! Take that! Woo! Small key. And now... It's all about perfect timing. Haha. Take that. Now, do I... No, I don't need to come over there. What about over here? No. In fact, I don't think we really need to come this way for anything. And we're gonna head up these stairs and outside. Yeah, you pterodactyl. Ah! Woohoo! Piece of heart. Ah! 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 Little teleporter. Haha. Killed you. Alright. Now we can actually... Ah! Little bastard. Alright. Now, from this angle, it's a little bit more difficult to hit them. But basically, it's just kind of like, gotta time it right. Which, obviously, that was horrible angling. Yes! We got one. Woohoo! God damn it. Now we just need to get him one more time. Yes! Ah. Now we can now we can finally move on. And with that, woohoo! We have our small key. Now I do believe we have everything that we need from this section. Now we are actually going to teleport or warp ourselves back to the beginning. You spin around fast enough, maybe he'll try. Maybe he'll wind up in a Wonder Woman costume. That's basically how she used to do it back in like in your if you ever watched the old shows, that's basically how it went. Oh crap. I was shot where I was supposed to go. Oh well. It's not like we can't loop around. Don't want to wind up like particular somebody on Mustafar. Oh, crap. Can't do that yet. Which way do I go? Well, I do believe On that note, because we are actually going to end this off right here, but I would like to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and you know, please leave please leave all your likes and comments down below. Helps to give me if you want to give me feedback or give me ideas for my next game, or that I could possibly do for a Let's Play. Please, and also please subscribe, and tell your let your friends know, let them know, have them subscribe as well. It really helps me with building more of a community, and helps to build the channel, and helps me to bring more of this kind of content to you guys, and more videos sooner, as soon as possible. But on that note, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, Mystic Fairy King, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to continue on in our adventure in The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Now, the last time we left off, we had started doing the 8th and final dungeon, which is Turtle Rock. Now we're going to continue on with that. So let's get into that. So woo! I think the trickiest part with this dungeon is trying to navigate exactly where you're going. Woo! Piece of power. I feel like when you have a piece of power, it's kind of almost overkill. But it's funny to watch him fly across the room when you hit him. Like, woo! Okay, so now that we finally have the sufficient amount of keys, we can finally head through here. Actually, head down this way. Basically, we have to try to avoid these fireball boys. Woohoo! Almost fell in. I like it hot, but not that hot. Alright, now we get to fight this this boxer, or like a wrestler. Boxer guy, whatever, kind of dressed like almost kind of like a wrestler, like one of those lucha libre. Now, the one thing about this mini boss that is unique is that if he hits you with that wind-up punch right there, he can actually send you to the beginning of the dungeon, which I've had that happen to me before, and it's actually quite annoying because having to trek all the way back to this room. Woo! But luckily that didn't happen, and we beat him. Woohoo! Ah! Looks like we're gonna have to come back through this way anyway, because Well, at least now, since we already beat the mini boss, we can just quickly teleport back that way. Oh, you bastard! Let's see. Let's see if I can't. Woohoo! Now, which room was that crystal in again? Oh, this one. So I completely just. Going the wrong direction. Wonder Woman. Alright, so. Head this way. Head to the right. There we go. Hi-ya! Woof. Actually, what am I doing? I don't actually need to do all that jazz. Ah. Woo! Lovely. All right. Dun 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 dun. We have our magic rod. What I'm going to do is now go back to the beginning. Because now that we finally have that, we can actually head over here and up these stairs. Now, I personally like the magic rod myself because it's just such a handy tool. But of course, you have to. But of course, in this, when it comes to the melting the ice, you have to time it. You have to time it correctly. All right. Okay. So. I still think no matter no matter which kind of coat of paint or color he has, still kind of looks like one of those like ticks. All right, and just like the other puzzles. Just not like that, but da. Come on. For some reason, it doesn't seem like every single time that I go to do that, it just seems to not want to work, but not really sure why. Oh, thank goodness. Don't particularly find it very fun when I spend like even just 5 minutes just trying to figure out one puzzle, especially when it's something very simple.
Are you making a 2-hour video?
No, I'm filming in parts.
How many parts are you making? You're only doing the dungeon, I thought.
Well, I had to redo the level 6 dungeon. Then I did the road to this 8th dungeon, and now I'm doing the 8th dungeon now.
Jeez. You're gonna make it. Get the fuck out. Alright, you're gonna make it so confusing on me. I said I'd do one, now when I go to do it, I'm gonna be like...
Well, I labeled them this time. Anyway, now that we finally have our magic rod, we can actually all right, now that we finally have our nightmare cube, we can now actually start heading towards the nightmare room. Gonna warp the distance, or the entrance, not the distance. All right, now. Quickly. Head up this way. Come on. There we go. And there we go. Now into our nightmare room, which our very last nightmare. Crackle, whoosh, you're finished. I will never let you play the instruments of the sirens. Hothead. It's all about, I feel like it's a lot about just the timing of you doing it. Not that way. Get out of here with your snaggly tooth looking ass. Crackle! Why did you come here? If it weren't for you, nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Remember, you too are in the dream. That's
the way the cookie crumbles.
Heart peas. The last instrument, you guys. You got the thunder drum. Drum solo. Egg. The egg on the mountain calls. And with that, we have our last instrument. And now we can finally head to the final boss of the game. It has been such a long road. And with that, I'm going to end that here for this video, you guys. And please subscribe, leave your likes and comments down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like about the videos. And once again, I recommend that please subscribe, please. It will definitely help me to bring you guys more content in the future, and hopefully at a faster pace. It really helps me to build the channel a lot more with your guys' help. And with that, I thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.